Pranams to all. Today we will see English as a second language and as a foreign language. This is Dr. G. Surya Prasad. Objectives of this particular session. After completion of this class, the students will be able to explain the concept of ESL and EFL, and you will explain why these two terms ESL and EFL are being used, and you will explain why this kind of difference is created. Finally, you will say the names of teaching methods that are used in ESL and EFL teaching. So, before beginning, we should understand the condition of English teaching worldwide that we see now. The teaching of English around the world is divided into three types. First one is ENL, second one is ESL, and third one is EFL. So, some countries are coming under ENL countries, means English as native language. English will be the native language in that particular country, like America. And ESL countries, English as a second language country, like India. And third category is English as a foreign language, where English will be taught as a foreign language. Like this, English is being taught around the world in three different forms, like English as a native language, English as a second language, and English as a foreign language. That is what here clearly mentioned. ENL means English as native language, ESL English as second language, EFL English as foreign language. Now let us look at the features of English as native language, ENL. In ENL countries like America or Britain, we see the following characteristics: that medium of instruction in schools will be English only, and the language of government is also English, means all the government orders will be published in English. So, medium of instruction in the schools will be English. And second one, the language of government is also English. Then, the language of the people or communication is English. Means the people will be communicating, will be speaking only in English. Simply, English is the native language. So these are the four characteristics we can find in English as a native language countries. Now we look at the distinction between ESL and EFL, English as a second language like in India, and EFL, English as a foreign language like in Malaysia or China, you may take. So in ESL countries, we see that medium of instruction is English. Like in ENL country, in ESL also the medium of instruction will be English. And second one, the language of government is also English. You see, throughout the India, the orders of government will be published in English, of course in Hindi too, but the orders are being issued in English also. Means government orders will be published in English. This is also another quality of the ENL country. And the language of the people or communication is not English. So this is the different thing from the ENL country. In ENL country, you see the people talk in English, but here in ESL countries, people cannot talk or may not talk in English. Means the communication may not be done through the English. Of course, many people are talking now in English, but a layman cannot talk in English. That is the main idea. So the language of people or communication is not English in ESL country. So simply we can say English may not be the native language. English may not be the native language. But in EFL countries, EFL means English as a foreign language countries, we see that medium of instruction is not the English. Medium of instruction is not the English. And the language of government is also not the English. Government language is not the English. So people may not communicate in English. Simple. So the language of the people is not English. Okay. This is the same as in ESL. English may not be the native language. You can see here these two are common. These two are common in ESL countries. And the above two are different in ESL and EFL countries. But the first two are similar with ENL countries when we compare ESL countries. So this is a thing, and now you will be seeing further the same thing, the distinction between ESL, ENL, ESL and EFL. Let us look. So already I have told that medium of instruction, government and the people language is English in ENL countries. That means English is the native language. In ESL countries, you see medium of instruction and the government language will be same, that is English. But you see the people may not communicate via English, and English is not the native language. And in EFL countries already discussed that medium of instruction, government will not be having the English. People may not communicate in English, and English may not be the native language. These are the characteristics of ENL countries, ESL countries and EFL countries. Now let us look at this one, English worldwide. So just think that the condition of India. Once upon a time, India was an EFL country. Here, English was a foreign language, means the medium of instruction is not the English. Our mother tongues were the mediums, and the government language was not the English, but now the English is the official language. So once upon a time, we were English as a foreign language, but now India is an ESL country, English as a second language country. Slowly we are changed to ESL. And in near future, there is a danger that India will become an ENL country. English will be the native language. Medium of instruction, government orders, people communication, and everything will be in English, so that English will become the native language. This is a danger or a threat to our Indian languages. We all must wake up and protect our mother tongues. Now let us proceed to see the same restrictions what we have seen already of these two, ESL and EFL. These two terms are the traditional terms for the use of or study of the English by non-native speakers. If English is a native language and the speakers are native speakers, then only one term is there, that is ENL. So if ESL or EFL terms are there, then we can simply understand that the study of the English will be by the non-native speakers. So in such countries, English is generally not a local medium of communication. Where people are non-native speakers, there generally the English is not a local medium of communication. So in both type of countries, be it ESL or EFL, English is not the local language. I repeat it. In both type of countries, English is not the local language and people don't communicate in it. Don't communicate in English. ESL countries are the nations where the medium of instruction in education and government is English. Be it medium of instruction in education institutions or government orders, that will be in English in ESL countries. But English is not the native language. In ESL is based on the premise that English is the language of the community and the school, and the students have access to English models. Students have access to English models. English models are a particular term which is related to directly the language learning. So in ESL countries, the students can access to the English models, means like in ENL countries, whatever the models are available, whatever the strategies are available for learning the English language, these people from ESL countries can have the access, means they can understand. That is a difference. But the students are from ESL country may have access to English models in ESL countries. So ESL is a traditional term for the use or study of the English by non-native speakers in countries where English is generally not a local medium of communication. So ESL countries are such countries where people are non-native speakers of English and the English is not generally local medium of communication. Now let us look the key features. Though already discussed earlier, we have a glance on it. EFL is usually learned in environments where the language of the community and the school is not English. So community language is not the English, and even the language of the school is also not there. So it means EFL countries do not use English as a medium of instruction. So in EFL countries, English is not the medium of instruction, but English is taught. But English is taught as a subject, like in China. So in China, you will see that the medium of instruction will be Mandarin, the Chinese language, but English will be taught as a subject. So in EFL country, English will not be the language of the community, and English will not be the language of the school. EFL teachers have the difficult task of finding and providing English models for their students. Previously, we have seen that in ESL countries, students have access to English models on par with the ENL countries because they can speak in English and the medium of instruction is English, so that they will easily understand the English models. But in EFL countries, it is very much impossible, very much difficult to understand the English models because the medium of instruction is not the English. And you see, in ESL countries, the basic method of teaching would be direct method because the medium of instruction is English, so that the teachers will adapt a direct method, whereas in EFL countries it must be translation method. So they depend upon translation method and teach the students in EFL countries. So this is the primary difference between the ESL and EFL countries. In ESL countries, English will be taught through the English, that is direct method, whereas in EFL countries, it will be taught via the medium of instruction, that may be the mother tongue, that is translation method. So the methods and approaches of teaching English as a second language and a foreign language do differ greatly. Just now I have shown that direct method will be in ESL countries, as well as in EFL countries it would be translation method. So the methods and approaches of teaching English as a second language and a foreign language differ greatly. That's all for this session. Thank you, one and all. Meet you in another video.